Good evening, everyone. I am Jeremy B. Bartolini Jr. from BSc BP1E. And
I'm James Russell Arcandela.
I'm Andre Mamupod.
I'm Cedric Prince Nool.
I'm Justin Paul Tañedo.
the first topic that James Candela will discuss is the essence of technology is by no means anything technological.
First, let us know Martin Heidegger first. Martin Heidegger, born on September 26, 1889, died on May 26, 1976, was a German philosopher counted among the main exponent of existentialism. His groundbreaking works, Input Ontology and Metaphysics, determined the courses of 20th century philosophy on the European continent and exerted an enormous influence on virtually every other humanistic discipline, including literary criticism, psychology, and theology.
According to Heidegger, technology's essence is nothing technological. This may seem counterintuitive, but Heidegger goes on to argue that we cannot truly understand the real meaning of technology if our reflection involves some sort of technological approach. Heidegger claims that in trying to understand the present, modern human attitude towards the things found here on planet Earth, especially the things we call nature, for example, land, water, animals, forests, mountains, rivers, and etc., will not be really thoughtful and useful if we only discuss technological innovation in general or specific inventions and products. Of course, Heidegger considered our age to be a technological age. But what really interests Heidegger is how the world today is given to humans, how it reveals itself, how fundamentally it appears. Our enormous involvement with machines and technology is only a symptom or clue in determining our basic mode of existence in the present age.
The second topic is about technology as a way of revealing. Technology is therefore no mere means. It is a way of revealing. If we hit to this, then another whole realm for the essence of technology will open itself up to us. It is the realm of revealing. That is the truth by Martin Heidegger. So Martin Heidegger is a German philosopher, wrote an essay, The Question Concerning Technology, which addressed modern technology and its essence as an instrumental way of revealing the world. So, question concerning technology consists of three main claims. First is technology is not an instrument. It is a way of understanding the world. Second, technology is not a human activity, but develops beyond human control. And the last one is technology is the highest. That's it.
Technology as a way of revealing. The mode of revealing in modern technology has brought about new world ordering. This kind of ordering is the best described as artificial. In contrast to natural ordering, it sees nature as an object of manipulation and not anymore as an autonomous reality demanding respect and admiration. Heidegger uses a technical word to name the things that are revealed in modern technology as standing in reserve. Things as standing in reserve are not objects. Objects, on the other hand, are things that stand against us as things with autonomy. They are revealed mainly in human thinking and do not allow further manipulations.
Human flourishing. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of selfishness. By Martin Luther Jr. Human flourishing is said to be the best translation for the Greek word eudaimonia, which both Plato and Aristotle means not only good fortune and material prosperity, but a situation achieved through virtue, knowledge, and excellence. According to Aristotle, all humans seek to flourish. It is the proper and desired end of all our actions. Flourishing, however, is a functional definition. To understand something's function, you have to understand its nature. In Aristotle's schema, there are four aspects of human nature, such as physical, emotional, social, and rational. Aristotle, in the Nicomachean Ethics, states that eudaimonia is constituted not by honor or wealth power, but by rational activity in accordance with excellence in the virtues of character, including courage, honesty, pride, friendliness, and wittiness. Human flourishing is also known as personal flourishing. It involves the rational use of one's individual's potentialities, including talents, abilities, and virtues, in the pursuit of his freely and rationally chosen values and goals. An action is considered to be proper if it leads to the flourishing of the person performing the action.
That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something. Peace.